Justin Baldoni's lawyer doubled down today by signing an affidavit and giving it to the judge, stating what he told them yesterday was completely true. Now, what he told them was that Blake Lively allegedly was pressuring Taylor Swift to come forward and show her support in the drama between these two. So yesterday, Justin Baldoni's lawyer gave the judge a letter stating that he had a source who is highly likely to have reliable information that Blake Lively's lawyers contacted Taylor Swift's lawyers and allegedly made extortionate threats to the firm that represented her. They wanted her to release a statement of support towards Blake Lively. And of course, Blake Lively's lawyers quickly fired back, saying that this is categorically false, that it is absolutely not true, and this did not happen. Lively's lawyers immediately sent their own letter to the judge asking for this to be stricken from the record and tossed out. They said the apparent intent of the Friedman letter is to launder scandalous and defamatory allegations about Miss Lively and opposing counsel into the press by abusing the court's docket, and basically the judge agreed. So today, Brian Friedman filed a signed affidavit under the penalty of perjury that was going to shed some light on this unnamed source. So now what he's claiming is that he had an hour-long phone call on Valentine's Day, February 14th, with a person very closely linked to Taylor Swift, whom he still has left unnamed. He alleges that this source told him that Blake's team contacted Taylor's team and requested on Miss Lively's behalf that Taylor Swift make a social media statement in support of Miss Lively, given her absence from the Super Bowl that year, and stated that if Miss Swift failed to do so, that Miss Lively would release 10 years of private text messages between her and Swift. He also alleges that he was told that the lawyer asked Taylor Swift to delete all of her text messages for the last 4 or 5 months. Friedman claims that a mutual friend contacted him saying that they had this unnamed source who wanted to talk and that they've had several phone calls since. Well, Judge Lehman does not agree, so he granted Blake Lively's team's motion to strike Friedman's letter and signed affidavit from the record. He called it improper and irrelevant to any issue before this court, and he even added saying counsel is advised that future misuse of the court's docket may be met with sanctions. Judge Lehman went on to say that this letter didn't even ask him to do anything and it had nothing to do with the case in general, saying that it only serves to promote public scandal by advancing inflammatory accusations on information and belief against Lively and her counsel. He said that this letter invites more media attention by suggesting Lively or her team tried to extort a well-known celebrity. Lively's team issued a statement today saying, "Another day, another bogus filing designed for clickbait. We reiterate our unequivocal denial." He added that Friedman has now admitted that these allegations rely completely upon a source, no matter who it is, that doesn't even claim to have witnessed the actual conversations that Friedman is describing, making this triple hearsay statement as reliable as information reported from children in a game of telephone. These claims remain completely untethered from reality. To be clear, the conversations as described did not happen, and we will hold Mr. Friedman accountable for his misconduct. In the meantime, People magazine says that they have sources that have come forward that are close to Taylor Swift that said that her and Blake's friendship is currently halted. The source claims that their friendship has halted because Taylor wants no part of any of this drama, but she did go on to say that they are indeed taking some space, but adds that they are no longer friends. They went on to say that another source that's close to the legal battle says that the subpoena from Justin Baldoni's team actually fractured the fragile peace between Lively and Swift. She's obviously upset that she's been subpoenaed into this and wants nothing to do with the situation. Another source that's allegedly close to Gigi Hadid came forward and said that Gigi feels terrible that her close friend, meaning Taylor Swift, is being pulled into this legal drama. So they went on to say that Gigi is closer to Taylor and has definitely taken her side in this whole drama. She doesn't want to get involved in this whole ordeal, but she is closer to Taylor and has distanced herself from Blake, although she still considers her to be a friend. There are a ton of rumors going around that Taylor and Gigi are no longer friends with Blake Lively. However, these sources claim that that is not the case, that they are just stepping back and staying out of all this drama. As for the letter and affidavit from Brian Friedman claiming that Blake Lively extorted Taylor Swift, we still have no idea if this is true or not, but it has been stricken from the record and it will not be accepted in court. Now, Blake's team ended it by saying it took the court less than 24 hours to see through Mr. Friedman's irrelevant, improper, and inflammatory accusations, strike them, remove them from the court, and warn Mr. Friedman that further misconduct may be met with sanctions.